Guys, welcome to Mexie's Adventures. So today I decided to go for a walk up to John Forrest for the national park. So I'm not sure offhand how far it is. We're going to go for a walk up there, stop in at the tavern, have a drink before the walk back. Hopefully the weather holds off as it's pretty crappy and we haven't got a brolly. So we'll see how we go. So this is the start of the Swanview Tunnel, which was started back in the 1880s. So it went from Fremantle down to, or up to York. I think it was 70 kilometres. So they built the tunnel, the Swanview Tunnel, which we'll see a bit later on our walk, back in, I think it was 1896, I think. Yeah, so we'll check it out, and then I think they stopped using it in the 1970s, I think. So this is the station that they used to get on to go up the hill. I think they actually used to bring, like, if there was produce and that from here, from the orchards and things, that they used to put it on here and then take it down into Fremantle. Okay, this is the start of the track. So up there is where they had drilled the rocks and put dynamite in to blast the rocks away to make the tracks, if you can see it. Going into the tunnel. So this is the entrance to the tunnel. Usually there's a bit of water at the start of it, so let's hope there's not. Actually, it looks like they've filled it up. So this was constructed in, I think it was 1895. So yeah, so it's pretty dark, it's pretty cool. Going to shine it in so you can sort of see. I'm standing there for when the train comes. This is the end. So when we were teenagers and would come along here, you'd get into these little alcoves and scare people that would be walking past. Great fun, but I'm very surprised at the amount of litter that is along here now. As you can see, the tunnel isn't very wide, and once the trains came through, they didn't have much air circulation and things. There was actually a crash in here. One of the trains was coming through and they got gassed out and were unconscious and came through out of the tunnel. And when we get out of here, you'll see the bit of the embankment that it came down. I think there was only one guy died, I think, but the original part of that train is out there in Collie. That's the other end that we just came out of. Some information. I'm not going to sit here and read it all. I'm just going to see if it's tried to say, yeah, so that it was the driver who was killed in 1942 was the accident. Actually thought it was a bit lighter than that. I love all these pictures of olden day people. A lot of bloody hard work to make the train tracks, do the tunnel. of another train crash 4 months after the passenger services stated. In June of 1896 there was a 24 carriage mixed train from Perth to Northam. Just started to move from the loop line and a coupling broke. It released 22 wagons to roll backwards from the locomotive, and it ended up killing one man, seven horses. So it left the tracks here doing 190 k's an hour. So what a way to go. There's the sign, halfway to the pub. At least the weather has held out. So it's really nice to come up here any day of the year, all seasons. Summer it's good to come up, have a nice cold drink at the tavern, walk back. The only problem with that is if you're a peer, you got to stop and pee along the way. Yeah, so if you come in the winter, that's the waterfall when the water is flowing. It makes a really nice waterfall. Down the bottom, a few viewing platforms, one there, this is the bridge up there. But yeah, it hasn't rained. It has rained the last couple of days, but not very much. So, but when it gets into winter, it's really nice. And you go and sit up there on those rocks in the sun. It's good in the summer as well. Do a bit of sunbathing, just sit there, chill out, be at one with nature. So it decided that it would rain on us. We weren't so lucky. Raining, it's raining. Alright, so this little bit here was called the National Park Station. So they decided to make a station here, and they had people coming like for day trips here instead of getting off up through Hovia Station. Yeah, so we've just come, so the tunnel was 2.2 k's that way, so we're just coming in here down to the picnic area. The tavern is that way somewhere. This is a nice little bit of the picnic area, some tables up there. The old bridge where the train went on over. Some Barbies, I'm not sure if they're free. I'll go down and have a look. Yes, free barbecues. I don't know if I want to lift the lid up. A bit nasty under there. No thank you. It's a nice little area. It's the same if you come in winter. The water is usually roaring through here, goes in under the bridge. I should mention back at the other bit where the waterfall is, that runs all the way down to the road. When we were teenagers, we would go into the little watering holes and have a bit of a swim, and it goes all the way down to what they call Rocky Pool. But this is a little adventure playground for the kids. This also has lots of nice wildflowers when it's wildflower season as well. Just a really nice little area to come. Gosh, there's no water at tracks. This is usually all filled with water. It's a kangaroo just walked past us. Missed it now. Kangaroo. Hey, baby. I think that's all the walks that you can do on the map. Alright, so we have been to the pub for a drink or two, caught up with some friends that we haven't seen for a while, so we spent a bit longer there than we were going to. So we're just on the walk back, hoping that it's not going to be dark by the time we get there. Yeah, so there was only a few kangaroos there, but I didn't get to show you sort of out the back because, yeah, as I say, we met up with some friends. But in 2 weeks' time, the tavern they've got a petition in there for people to sign as they want to come in and do redevelopments. They want to knock down the tavern and build a car park there, which there's already quite a good decent sized car park there anyway. And they want to, sorry, it's just started raining again. We're not stopping because it's going to be full on dark by the time we get back. And they want to do food trucks as well. Now, the main attraction really is, well, not the main attraction, but a lot of people go there to John Forrest to go to the tavern because, you know, where else do you go where there's kangaroos that come up? And sorry, I'm just going to get under the tree. Where else do you go to a tavern and, you know, you have the kangaroos hopping inside the tavern. Excuse me. So yeah, so in 2 weeks it's supposed to close, so which is a real shame because if we've got you know, friends and family that have come from over east or overseas, you know, first place is we take them there because it's such a, you know, what's the word, like an iconic place to just go there, have a drink, and you've got kangaroos and you've got ducks and all sorts that are right there, and you can also sort of see the kangaroos, and it's all free apart from you know, getting a drink and something to eat. We were going to go there and have some lunch, but of course we left late, so lunch finished at 3 o'clock. So yeah, we had a bit of a late start, but yeah. So anyway, I'm going to finish this now because I need to find a better tree, a better tree that we're not going to get soaked on our walk back. Little walk trail goes off west or east. So it's gotten quite dark since we first started walking. Right, here we are back to the car. You can see the city over there. I've just